ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषुपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधोऽभिजायते. Hello friends, welcome to my channel All Things Spiritual. Today we will look at a particular verse of the Bhagavad Gita, which I would say is the very core of our being, of the way we operate in the world. And I felt it's very important to understand what Krishna was trying to teach us through the shloka of chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 62. The meaning of the shloka is that while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops an attachment for them, and from such an attachment lust develops, and from lust unfulfilled anger arises. The man dwelling on the sense objects develops attachment for them. From attachment springs up desire, and from unfulfilled desire arises anger. Once a disciple asked his guru, "What is the cause of such a conflict?" The guru did not believe in spoon feeding the disciple. So the guru said, "You do your own tapas or penance and then find out." After a deep meditation, the disciple answered, "The cause is because I have a choice and I choose between two things, and if I don't choose wisely, it leads to a conflict." The master then explained the subtle difference. You feel sorry if you don't choose wisely, no doubt, but do all choices lead to such a conflict? Some choices you make bring you success that you enjoy. In fact, if you have a choice, it means that you have some freedom. So think again. The boy went back to meditating again. Then he came back with an answer. There is something that pressurizes this choice. Behind the choice, there is a want or a desire. Yes, he found out the cause of conflict perfectly. For example, let us say we have an unexpected holiday. How to spend it would be a choice that we have. We plan the program meticulously. There is no conflict so far. But at the last minute, the plan gets cancelled and we are forced to attend to something else. Even if we like it or not, we are disappointed because our plans were cancelled. It means that we have a desire and that has been unfulfilled, and we then get disappointed. This disappointment then leads to anger. So the first step of desire is that if it is unfulfilled, then it leads to disappointment and a frustration. Now let us look at this following story. Once in a faraway place, tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the city, there was a small village. It was a peaceful village and everyone was friendly and nice to each other. There was a farmer named Haridat who lived there with his wife and his son. He was very hardworking. Despite working so hard, his farm's produce was not enough to keep him within means. It was a hot summer afternoon and Haridat was busy working in his field. The sun was shining in its full might and he could not bear the heat, so he decided to get some rest and nap under a nearby tree. Just beside the tree, there was an anthill. Just when he was about to sleep, he saw a cobra emerge from that anthill with its hood right up. Haridat was scared at first, but then thought that the cobra might be a deity of the farm. He thought that if he made some offerings to the cobra would bless the farm and give him a rich produce. He ran back to his hut and returned with a plate of milk and said, "Forgive me, O protector of the farm. Please accept my offering." As was the tradition, he offered milk and went back home. The next day when he came back, there was a gold coin on the plate. This happened the next day, the day after that, and then for many more days. He started then to become rich. Then one day he had to go to another village, so he asked his son to follow the same steps in his absence. The son obeyed as asked. So when the next day he found a gold coin in the plate, he was utterly surprised. He thought to himself, there must be plenty of gold coins in the anthill since the cobra brings one every day. What if I kill the cobra and get all the coins at once? The following day, instead of getting a plate of milk, he carried a stick to kill the cobra. As soon as the cobra emerged from the anthill, he smacked the cobra and killed it. He brought down the anthill, and to his dismay, there was nothing but ants. He was so confused, and he went back home with his head hung low. That evening, when Haridat came back home and got to know about the whole episode, he could not think of anything else but to bang his head. His son had cost him a fortune, and now that could not be done in any way. So you see, the desire to get all the gold coins then led to a frustration and eventually led to anger. There is a third type of desire that is very dangerous desire. It brings harm to not one person who desires something, but it brings harm to the person who is a hindrance to that person's desire. As an example, there were two partners in a business firm. One of them was on his deathbed. He called his partner to confess something. He said, "Look, Mr. Raju, I am awfully sorry for whatever I have done. I have deprived you of all your money. I cheated you and I have made you a pauper." The person who was listening smiled and said, "Look, Ravi, don't you worry. I knew about it only yesterday. You know why you are dying. You are not dying because of the accidental food poison. It is in fact I that poisoned your food." Once again, in the same story, we have desire that leads to greed, and the greed that cannot be fulfilled. Then the frustration that leads to an anger, and anger that leads to a crime, and crime that leads to an utter and total destruction of the mind of the person. The world is centering around name, fame, power and money. Ranging back to Aurangzeb's time and until now, we have a number of stories like this. They are not just stories but real life stories which led to the death of somebody. Aurangzeb himself imprisoned his own father for the sake of the kingdom. Desire and anger are twins. They are inseparable. Desire is like a thief. Just as a thief comes to loot us for our money, desire loots us of our reasoning and power. It brings anger within us. An angry man knows no reason. There is a special meaning in the words Dhyayato Vishaya. We meditate deeply with all our interest not into God but for the attainment of our sensual pleasures. If we show the same dedication, same urge for God, we may attain moksha is the meaning of those lines. If we show the same dedication, the same urge in our duty on our goal, we can walk on the righteous path. So you decide, seek desire and entertain anger, or drive out anger and seek peace of mind. How did you like the video on the Bhagavad Gita verse 2.62? Please do let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.